People buy from people they trust. Relationships are the key. I'm not buying from you unless I know you. Hey there, my name's Brad Smith, owner of AutomationLinks. Today I want to talk about relationships. It's the number one thing that has grown my YouTube channel to over 100,000 subscribers, my social media platforms to be able to get 25,000 email subscribers, and also be in business for over 9 years and lucky enough to have helped over 2,500 people. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through all the different relationship builders that I've implemented to build relationships that drive sales without me having to do sales calls. And if you don't like doing sales calls, you need more leads, you need more customers, you need to be relationship focused, not sales focused. Even more so with Black Friday coming up and Christmas and sales and holidays, all of your competitors are going to be doing it wrong. If you stick with me to the end, I'm going to show you how to use these relationships to drive in the new leads. And then I think the most important part is build better relationships by following up. And this is my first episode of chatting with you while I'm on my treadmill in my home gym. Super cool. I want to make this more personal. I want to make this educational. So hopefully you're on your treadmill just listening to this and learning from this, digesting it and making those changes in your business. And the first thing I want to cover today is what's the next best thing to meeting someone face to face? We all know if we meet face to face, we shake each other's hands, we have a relationship. Those are the best leads. Those are the best customers besides word of mouth referrals, right? Word of mouth referrals have always been the best. They'll always be the best. There's no selling there. Somebody told somebody else about how great you were, and now you can use that and just get them signed up. I recently did an in-person meeting with a local business here. We shook hands, we chatted for 45 minutes, and we're pretty much instantly friends. We laughed, we joked, we made connections, we built relationship based on the local business, being local where we live, and pretty much a relationship. If I see him out in person, I'll remember his name, we'll shake hands, we'll say hello, and he'll become a customer. But you can't do that online. It's not so easy online. So what are you doing right now to build relationships online? Or are you just selling? And that's the problem I see is a lot of people are just selling. Hey, by the way, this helps you gain strength. Go do this. Or, hey, by the way, you are missing out on conversions. Go do this. Or whatever your business is, most likely your copywriting is about selling and talking about yourself when it should be about the pain points. So how do we do it? My favorite way, I think the best way is by making videos. So you're seeing my face, we're interacting. You're seeing that I'm different than everyone else. I was able to tell you, share my story. I've been doing this for 9 years, 2,500 people, all this stuff. And now you probably feel like you know me a little bit. You see my home gym, see that I'm working out while trying to help people. So that's the next best thing, make videos. Now you might be nervous. You might not know what to say. You might not know what to do. And to be honest, it took me 6 months to make my first video. And now I've got just my little relationship marketing book. I wrote a book about relationship marketing because that's how important relationship marketing is. And I'm just going to go off the notes there because I'm not memorizing this. I'm also not trying to be perfect either. And so what changed over those 6 months to help me make my first video is two things. The first thing is I stopped trying to memorize it and I stopped trying to be perfect. And the second thing is that I started educating instead of selling. So I'm here just trying to help you. So much easier to make this video because I'm just going to share all my knowledge with you on what I've experienced and what I've learned along the way. Now, if you're new, you want to share your things that you're learning along the way. You don't have the expertise and the experience yet. So you want to just share, hey, I tried this and I failed at it, but this is what I'm going to do next. And then, hey, I did this next and it worked. Or I failed again and then I failed again. And then, oh, by the way, it worked. Then people can learn from what you're learning. And that's what's going to help you create your videos. But if you are experienced and you are a specialist at one thing or multiple things, then you want to start educating. And what helped me with my videos is you think you're going to post a video and get 1 million views, or you hope to, right? But if you're a business, you're not going to go viral most likely. So a business needs to focus on helping the small audience that you want to attract. So instead of thinking you're making a video for millions of people, in your mind, think of it as I'm making a video for 30 people. So what helped me was I became the college professor in my head, just teaching a room of college students that are learning something. Not saying you're in college, but you're trying to learn something. You want more leads, you want more customers. So how do you do that without sales? You do it by relationships. So that's where I'm just talking to 30 people. And a college professor doesn't have what he's going to say memorized. He's just going off the book. So you're just going off the book on what you know, and you teach that. People learn from you, and then they go tell other classmates about how great your class is. Then, when you use the bullet points from your book, you just write down a few bullet points. You can cover each bullet point in your head. Now, if you're making a professional video, you can pause in between bullet points. So what I do is I know I have 6 bullet points: the hook, the promise, the education, the value, and then the call to action, right? So you hit those bullet points all in a row. But if you want to just do bullet point by bullet point, I keep my eyes on the camera when I stop talking. Then I can look down, look at my notes, and then I can look back up, make eye contact again, and start talking. As long as you have a consistent eye contact before and after, you can edit the video. No one will even know you paused. So I've made over 600 YouTube videos all like that. I say a bullet point, I talk about it, I educate, pause, keep eye contact with the camera, look down at my notes, come back up, eye contact with the camera, start talking about the bullet points again. So post them on YouTube, because what that happens is when somebody watches your YouTube video, YouTube will recommend your new videos, your next videos. Then I embed those YouTube videos and put them in the website. So after somebody visits our website and they push play on the YouTube video, next time they're on YouTube, they're going to see my face again. Not saying everyone wants to see my face again, but they want to learn again, or they want to be educated on maybe something that they weren't even searching for. What that does is I call it the Nike shoe strategy. They start seeing you everywhere. They look for something, then they see your business on YouTube. Then they learn something from you on YouTube, then they see you on Facebook. Then they see a Facebook video of you, and then they connect with you on Twitter. Then they get an automated email from you. So if you do it right, you can build relationships over and over and over. So here's where I'm going to pause, and I'm going to look at my next bullet point. But I'm not going to pause it and edit the video. So my next bullet point here, which I already knew, was Zoom calls or Teams or whatever video platform you're doing. If you're e-commerce, this doesn't affect you as much besides partnerships. Partnerships are really good. But if you're a business to business and you're getting on a Zoom call with another business, one of the most powerful things one of my friends / mentors taught me, turn that camera on. How many times have you been on a Teams or Zoom meeting and the cameras were off, you didn't see who the person was? No relationship. Today's about relationships, building relationships. One of the best things you can do is share your face on your calls. You meet face to face. Next best thing to meeting someone face to face is a face to face on a Zoom call or a Teams call. Now they can see your personality. You can start building that relationship that way. Super important to do that. If you're not doing that, you should do that. Third thing I want to cover is names. I do this in my day-to-day life. You should see my notes in my phone of all the people's names I save. How often is it that you speak with somebody again and they forgot your name? So by remembering someone's name and addressing them by their name, it means relationship. You should see people's face when I say, hey, how's it going? Frank, I haven't seen you in a few weeks. And he looks at me shocked. How do you remember my name? Well, because I wrote it in my notes in my phone and I looked it up. It works with waiters. It works with other entrepreneurs that I meet with. And it just builds that relationship. It means you care. That's the point I'm trying to make. So if you show you care, that's key. And that's what gets into my next point here is follow them on social media. Everyone I speak with, I follow on social media. They follow me back. Guess what's going to happen? They're going to see my post. Now they're going to know that we're on a Zoom call. Now that they saw my YouTube video, now they're seeing my social media post. I'm making that relationship totally different than any other business is. They're going to go see another business and forget about them. They're going to see my business and they'll never forget about me. And then they're going to see what I'm posting about my business is all educational and value. Everything I'm doing is helping for free. Because I know that 99% of people learn a ton of stuff, but they don't go implement it. So when somebody's ready to go implement it, they call me because I built that relationship. So are you doing that for your business? Are you providing a ton of education? Are you making videos that help your audience? Are you connecting with them on social media? Now for e-commerce business, you obviously can't go connect with all your people. So I always invite them to follow us. So on the thank you pages, after they get a coupon code, follow us on Instagram. On the automated email, after they download your newsletter, join your newsletter, follow me on Instagram. On the follow-up email, follow me on LinkedIn or Instagram or wherever you're at, TikTok. You want to push so hard for them to follow you on social media. I'd rather them follow you on social media than for them to go buy something right away. Because if they follow you on social media, eventually they'll buy when they're ready, but then they'll buy again and again and again. And then when they comment on your post and when they repost it and when they share it with their friends, it's going to spread the word out. So if you just get somebody to come to your website and they get your 10% coupon and they buy, great. You know, sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. But if you get them to buy and follow you on social, they're going to buy again. They're going to leave a comment and all their friends will see it. Super key there. The next thing I want to talk about is engaging. You need to engage first. So yeah, you followed on social media, you connected. I always go and subscribe to their YouTube channel if they have one. Go leave a comment on a few of their posts. Show that you support them and in return, they'll support you. I recently had somebody come to my channel that subscribed to my YouTube, joined my newsletter, but he didn't connect with me on X. And that's where I post all my best stuff is on X. Build the best relationships there because tons of education. So I went and followed him on X and I liked a bunch of his posts. Day later, he came and followed me back. Cool. But he hasn't scheduled me yet. I knew he was interested in working with me from the way he subscribed to all our landing pages and our newsletters, but he hadn't scheduled. And I said, this is the type of guy I want to work with. He's got a big business. He's doing well. It's a great product. I know I can help him. I go and I left 3 comments on 3 of his posts over the next 3 days. Without saying another word, he scheduled with me and became a client. You know who you are if you're watching this. It's pretty cool. That's how you need to do it for your business. You show support, you reach out, you leave comments. Because when you leave comments, it helps them, right? Spreads the algorithm. So if you go and support them, they'll support you back, whatever the case may be there. The next thing I want to say is for social media, ask open-ended questions. On sales calls, ask open-ended questions. On your posts, ask open-ended questions to get them to engage with you. So for social media, as an example, when I leave a comment on someone's post, I ask them a question. Because then if they respond, that triggers the algorithm so all of my followers will see their posts and it boosts their posts. On my social media posts, I ask open-ended questions to get people's opinion and to engage in my comments, which then if somebody leaves a comment or engages on my post, their friends are going to see that. On sales calls, I ask about them and about their business and about their pain points and what's going to help them instead of talking about myself. I try to get as much data in there as possible. But if you are asking open-ended questions, it not only boosts the algorithm, it helps people tell you what they want without you having to sell them. Then take it a step further, ask open-ended questions in your emails. Because if somebody responds back to your email, because you asked a question, you're going to boost that email delivery rate and those open rates. And you increase those open rates, more people see your emails and more people, leads, come back to your website. Super important there. So when it comes down to relationships, how are you building better relationships? Try implementing these. Some other things that I always try to help the businesses we work with is you need to follow up for at least 3 months. I've had clients come back and work with me 3 years after joining my email list. It shows how important it is to have an email list builds relationships, but not everyone's ready to buy today. They might be ready to buy tomorrow. They might be ready to buy next week, next month, or in 3 years. So are you following up? And you can do that in so many ways through your automated emails, through your newsletters, through your social media posts, so many different things to follow up and just continue providing education. And that leads me to my next point is provide education. I do this through my YouTube videos, of course, tons of education, but then we turn that into a blog post and a guide so people can go download that cheat sheet and easily implement what I'm coaching and teaching, and post that everywhere on LinkedIn, on Medium, on Reddit, on every little social media channel there is. There's too many to name. And now they're starting to see this business that just providing education everywhere on whatever platform that person enjoys using. So if you are the business providing education, provide it everywhere, not just one channel. So easy nowadays with AI to copy and paste that education all over the place. Last but not least is community. I recently started a community on school for my nonprofit where I give away all my courses for free if somebody joins the community. I used to have a Facebook group with 3,000 members in it, where after you came to my website, scheduled a call, or followed me on social media, I'd invite you to the community. Community is like a team, like a bunch of people there helping and supporting each other. When you join a team, you feel like you're part of that team. That's what a community is for. If you join my community, I'm going to support you. Thank you. You're part of my team. I'm going to help you. But now they are going to trust you, not only trust you, but they're going to lean on you and put their thought into you and your business on how, now that you have them part of your team, people are going to be more likely to, it's just how I'm trying to word this is they're going to have your back. They're going to be your strongest friend. They're going to be your strongest client. They're going to be your strongest word of mouth referral because they're like, this is my team. I'm part of this community. I'm going to tell everyone about them. So how I set up my school community is I'm just going to refer everyone to the best people out there. You want to learn Google Ads, you can learn it there. You want to learn email, you can learn it there. You want to learn content strategy, you can learn it there. You want to learn AI, you can learn it there. And I'm just going to refer everybody to these great businesses, and the people that join the community will trust that and they'll go hire these businesses or learn from them for free and support them back. So this community is just a group of people supporting each other that are friends and like each other. And when you have a community, there's a book called 1,000 True Fans. You just need 1,000 true fans that buy anything from you. So if you personally help and focus and build relationships and leave comments and do Zoom calls with your face and send personal emails and ask open-ended questions and have them in your community, 1,000 people, you're going to have an unbreakable business. Doesn't matter what the economy does. Doesn't matter if it's Black Friday. Doesn't matter if everyone's on vacation. Those 1,000 people are going to support you. They're going to be like, hey, this is my team. I'm going to support him back. So to break it all down, I want you creating videos or showing your face more if you can. I made a post last week about how selfies suck. Just like I was nervous making videos, I hate taking selfies for these YouTube thumbnails. Like, I'm just going to get boring with them because I don't care anymore. But people buy from people they trust. That's where the personal brand is really taking off right now. More and more people are seeing that, hey, people would rather buy from a person than they would a logo, a company. So the more you can get your face out there, guess what? The better the relationships can be. So if you're not building relationships like this, you need to start. Once you start, find your rhythm, find your avenue, find a way that you can just replicate this every single week, get your face out there and build those relationships. And then you can think about doing this at scale. So one of my YouTube videos will actually produce 730 pieces of content for me. Creates my newsletter, creates my blog, it creates all my social media posts, it creates a guide, it creates an infographic. So many different things that it creates at scale. And of course, with AI, it's so much easier, but it all starts with your face. So if you're not showing your face, you're going to get beat. As soon as one of your competitors starts showing their face, they're going to beat you. Once your competitor starts building stronger relationships than you, they're going to beat you. So I want to encourage you, whatever you're doing right now, don't be nervous. Well, you can be nervous, but be nervous and make it happen. Start showing your face more. Start educating and helping. And if that's your goal, if you're just the one that's educating and providing value, they'll go join your school community. They'll go buy your course. They'll go purchase something, not today, but when they're ready. And by the way, then they'll tell everyone about you. They'll leave you a review, as long as it's good, of course. But now that you have that connection, that relationship with them, it's going to fuel everything. The word of mouth referrals, sharing your posts on social media. That sounds so simple, but it's so helpful. Leaving comments sounds so simple, but then their friends see that they left a comment. Retweeting your posts, subscribing to your YouTube channel, replying back to your emails. They're all little things to help your brand grow and show that you are the authority because you have 1,000 true fans. Start with 10 true fans. See if you can build a relationship like this with 10 people and then start scaling it. If you can build a relationship with these 10 people and all 10 people become customers, now you can put a little money back in your business to scale this, make more videos and more content with AI and virtual assistants and employees. But you got to start first. So I want to encourage you, take this time to think about what you're going to help people with, if you're not already. Make a video, show your face, start taking selfies, as cringy as that is. You don't have to dance on TikTok. I never was able to get on TikTok and dance. So selfies, helpful lessons. I mean, one of my best selfies is me holding my laptop, showing my content guide. Like, hey, here's my content guide. If I would have just showed the picture of my content guide, no one would have clicked on it. But I had to put my face on there to say, hey, I'm a real person. Now you can click on it. And everyone liked it. So take that for what it is and start taking selfies and posts and providing value. But I know you can do it. And if you need help, reach out and I'm going to help you, of course. But that's where I want to help you with some free resources now, like I promised at the beginning. I've got a follow-up guide that basically walks you through how to follow up with people using automation, which is what we do. But you have to put in the personal work at the beginning to get them to come into this automation. So you got to make the YouTube videos, you got to make the selfies, you have to educate. And then when they're ready, they'll go click the link in the bio and they'll go to your page and they'll download something and get something for free, whether that's a coupon code or whatever infographic or guide you're going to give them. Then you need to follow up and you'll get these emails I show you where it says, reply back to increase open rates. Follow me on social media so you can reach out first. A reminder to do it again, and the type of way to educate them so they actually open the emails, learn from you, follow you, and then they come back and buy. So feel free to grab that. It's going to be down in the first comment down below. Join my newsletter where I show you this stuff every single Sunday at 5. And somebody asked me, why are you sending your newsletter Sunday at 5? I used to send it every Wednesday. Yeah, every Wednesday. But Wednesday, people are busy. Sunday at 5 is when I'm kind of like, it's my most boring time out of the week for myself. Either football's on or football's ending. We've been done with the boat. I was on the boat all day and then I'm done with the boat. Really not out. I'm not out at a restaurant or anything Sundays at 5. It's kind of when I start thinking about what am I going to do this week? I check my calendar for Monday, start thinking of business and how we're going to grow this week and all the different things I'm going to be doing. So I figured, hey, mentally prepare yourself for the week. All right, I know I need to do this. So Brad just sent me an email. He told me a couple quick steps on how to do this. All right, I'm going to do this, get my team to help me this week, and we're going to get it done. So that's why I send it at 5 on Sundays. Hopefully I stick with that. And just prepare you for the week so you can go implement these things and get them done. Because I see so many business owners procrastinating and not getting this done. And if you don't know what to say and you don't know what to make these videos about and you don't know what community you should do and you don't know how to follow up with people and you're really not sure how to post on social media and do these selfies, just make sure you send me a message and tell me, and I'll get back with a cheat sheet or a simple solution for you. So just ask, right? You'll never know if you don't ask. So if you're struggling with any of these, if you're not sure how to build these relationships, hopefully this video helped, but then just reach out and ask, and I'll give you a simple solution to help you. Even if you're too busy, I'll send you someone that can help you for a low cost to just get this thing going. So just think about that. Reach out if you need help. I hope this video brought you a ton of value. If you made it this far, I mean, hopefully you're sweating more than I am right now, but I'll figure out what speed. I'm at 2.5 and 2.5 over here. So maybe I can go 3 and 3 next time and see how out of breath I am by the end of the video, as long as you can still understand what I'm saying. So we'll see if this mic held up. I was hoping it didn't fall off. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And give me a thumbs up if this helped, and I'll see you on the next video.